delighted and honoured that you are here with us today. PassKit is a small company, yet we are a global one. Testament to this fact is that many of you have travelled from all over the world to be here today. We have participants from Singapore, Australia, Thailand, Mexico, Israel, France, UK and the US as well, covering cities like New York, San Francisco, Texas and Washington. And of course our friends from Hong Kong here. So over the next 3 days we'll be sharing tips, secrets, best practices and strategies on how to accelerate your business or your cause in this evolving mobile commerce space. Okay, so before moving forward with the agenda, I would like to invite our co-founders to the stage to say a few words. I would like to invite Paul Tomes and Nick Murray, our CEO and CTO of PassKit.
It is an absolute pleasure to be here. It's an absolute pleasure to have all of you here to join us on this journey over the next 3 days. I've managed to speak to a couple of you already, and I know this is the first time for many of you in Hong Kong. So not only are we going to have some fun, create value over the next 3 days here in this beautiful workshop environment, but we're also going to get to see the sights and sounds of Hong Kong. It's a time of change, and actually that's what we're here for, during this time of change, and we're here to create value and change for the world. Over the course of the next few days, we're going to give you the maps to allow you to navigate your business and your cause in proximity marketing and mobile commerce. We're going to give you the tools, and we hope we're going to give you the wind to power you forward. So to do that, actually the research shows that actually we're bombarded with 5,620 messages of form, it's not all on your smartphone, but of some form that is trying to get your attention. Now, psychologically, we can't process that many, so an average estimate for the things that we actually digest is 247 messages a day we receive. Okay, let's see if I can do my maths about right, and I've given the answer away. 247 multiplied by about 2 billion, we're nearly 500 opportunities today for connecting with customers, with people who need value. 500 billion. Look at the prediction. This is a Gartner research. Non-mobile advertising, this is just digital advertising spend. By 2018, which is very, very near, if you're Christopher Columbus, 50% of advertising spend will be on mobile.
Alright, so organization name is actually what will appear on the lock screen. So in this case, I'll show you another screenshot. So you see this image of a lock screen message. The organization name in this case is Ocean Park, so this is where it'll appear red on the lock screen. The organization name will also appear on the past distribution page, and this is what I'll go into a little bit later. So in this case, I'm just going to type in Ocean Park. Normally this will be the name of the company you are demoing for as well, so that they can experience how their company name would look on the lock screen. Next up is past description. Now the past description also appears on the distribution page if dynamic fields are set, and I'll go into that later on, the difference between static and a dynamic field. So ideally over here what you want to do is enter a description that is easy for the end user to understand what to do when they actually get onto that page right before they add their pass to their phone. So in this case I'm just going to type in, enter your name below to add this coupon to your mobile wallet. And you'll see where this pops up a little bit later.
So again, it's really nice. So for ranging and for distance, we've got 4 opportunities to work with. We know when we first hear a beacon. And then normally that's in the entice mode. We first hear a beacon. We know then when they are in near proximity to the beacon. And near we defined again, depending on line of sight, depending on the case and the stars and the moon, between 30 centimeters and a couple of meters away. Yeah, that would be defined as near. And we also know when they're in immediate proximity, when they're actually touching it. And then there is, knowing those three things, then we can also start to do some logic and build some logic to say, okay, how we can detect whether people are lingering. Yeah? If somebody's been in a near zone for a while, we know for sure that they're static. If they're in an entice zone, well, maybe they're walking around in a big circle, we don't know. But we're pretty sure if they're in a near zone for a while, we're there. And you have the choice, you have the freedom to say, well, what action do I want to take when this particular event happens? And through our SDK, we make it easy to, just like yesterday when we were looking through the code for the API. Yeah, we did the PK object and the decode barcode method. Yeah, so here we GT beacon object, and that GT beacon can be listened for, it can be seen, it can be seen, yeah, and every time it's seen, it can be changed, yeah, change status. So we have all of these different methods that sit there that make it very easy to write code for this, and then the true power is to call back. Or we're also developing our database to execute logic based on that.
Okay, Subway. Rather than talk here, which you'll get as a slide, I just want to quickly show you what they did. This is a perpetual coupon. We call it a perpetual coupon. They distributed via email and via point of sale, where you could scan. The same way you've been scanning all the 3 days. You could scan a code, get your free coupon for, in this case, you started with a free can of soda with any 6-inch or 12-inch sandwich. This is my actual pass. I go into the store, I scan it, I buy my 6-inch sandwich, I get my free can of soda, the staff scan it. Remember we talked about originally it was the handheld scans, and we find the staff were getting lazy, so we installed these scanners in Subway. So I just show my pass up, makes an API call, and then we change the pass via an update. Keep me for you can't quite read it on the screen, for a surprise gift next month. So you've had your free can of soda, but keep this pass offers. And on the back of the pass were links to Subways, different branches. This was all location enabled as well with GPS before the days of iBeacon. So all of the branches of Subway, the closest ones to where someone scanned the original offer, they were updated in the past. As you walk past Subway, you'd have a lock screen message which you swipe and you just show. Over time, after time, they had a little bit too much beef, and they said, right, we'll do a promotion on beef subs. So this one was a free extra 6 inches with every beef purchase. So instead of giving them a 6-inch, they give them a 12-inch. Yep. So you can see this was pushed. They could be anywhere, pushed an update, and a lock screen message would appear saying, new offer. You'd swipe it, you'd see the pass, oh, I quite fancy a Subway today. It's just around the corner from my office. They're giving me an extra 6 inches for if I buy a beef one. Yeah, great. Okay, so instantly they're starting to use it as a capacity management tool, an operational tool, to be able to distribute beautiful beef sub sandwiches. Again, scan, keep me for future offer, and perpetuity. Yep. This is a new channel. No extra. You don't see an extra mail going here. You could still scan it at any point in time, and you'd receive the latest pass. But they weren't spending extra money on email. They weren't spending money on